Hello and welcome back to Kev's Electrical Workshop. Right, I've done a few videos recently about Arduino modules, and I thought it's time to put things together. So I had my Arduino and I've been looking for a piece of wood to mount all these separate modules on, and then I had a bit of a brainwave. I thought maybe I can use something like stickle bricks, if you remember those. It was very much in the 80s, probably in the 70s actually, like a building system. I thought I could stick actual stickle bricks on the modules and stick it all together. So I went on to Google and looked up the price of stickle bricks and immediately thought, no, this is not the way to go. So then I had another brainwave, 2 in one night. That is definitely a first for me, and I thought, well, Lego. And again I searched, googled good old Lego, and yeah, that stuff's expensive as well. But I did notice in one of the listings there was the word compatible, so I tried Lego compatible, and bingo. So what? Right, and I got a huge box of various bricks, and it was £4 in total. Buy it now, believe it or not. That box was £4. It did cost £5 for the postage, but hey, it was a damn sight cheaper than Lego. And then I thought I'd look for a base plate, and I saw one and I ordered it. When it came through I thought, okay, it's a tad big, but it will do. It's a bit flexible, but I can always mount that on something. Again, the keyword in eBay is Lego compatible. And what I've done, right, where's the camera? Here's one of the modules that you've seen previously, and I've screwed through, and I've screwed a block on the end. I've actually done this to quite a few. Here's the what was it a 60? I can't remember how many bit it was now. 16-bit voltage, 4-channel voltage thingy bob. Again, I reviewed this. That's on a, what I presume you'd call that an 8-way brick. I don't know. Some of these. There's my Arduino. I've actually used hot melt for this. The holes didn't line up too good, so we've hot melted the bricks on the bottom there. Same with a relay module, hot melted. I don't know how well they will hold. And how about a screen? Doesn't matter if these are a bit loose, because when you put them all down on the board, they kind of self-tighten up. And the idea of this, I thought, let's get everything off, is I can get a base plate of Lego compatible. And where shall I have this? Just trying to line up some holes. Yeah, I think that'd be alright. Down a bit maybe. And push. Now, as you see, it's there. So here's my voltage inputs. Now I could probably put them next to each other if I wanted to save space, but I think I don't know. Let's see what they look like next to each other. Right. That's my 4 voltage input, so I can have up to 20 volts in here. Then this could go into my analog to digital in here, which then this would come into here, and why not come on, have that on the display here. Okay, there's all our modules. As you see, they're not going anywhere. Do I need a relay module? Probably not at the moment, but let's put that there. So we've actually done a very modular system. One thing I didn't say is this compatible board here costs £4. It's huge. I should have actually worked out how big it is. I mean, I probably only needed half of what this is, but there's nothing stopping me cutting out through the middle and making 2 boards, so I can be working on 2 projects at a time. The only downside I have now is my leads are blooming long. I mean, to be honest, I could have had a shorter lead, but yeah, I can now connect these up to my heart's content in a very modular way, and do some programming. I mean, even at the end of the day, I could probably build a case out of Lego. But I mean, that's going to be in the future. The other thing I want to do, I haven't done it yet, but I want to let's get the right colours. It would help. Yeah. Right, I want to get some of these and put some headers on, but like a common buzz bar with all the headers, a bit like it's nothing I can't really show you there. A bit like the pins on here, but all the way along, so I can actually say have red for 5 volts, black for ground, yellow for 3.3, and then I'll just do one connection to the 3.35 and ground here, and then I've got a common buzz bar which I can tap off for every other module. I haven't done that yet. You will see that in the future when we start to program this. I think I said in a previous video, this is going to be at the moment, to start off with, 4-channel voltage in, fairly high precision, hence we're using this, and then I'm going to initially just start off by showing the voltages either on a screen like this or maybe even separates, but then we're going to evolve this project, and these could be like sensor inputs. So what you see on the screen will come in with like a voltage from the sensor, do some maths in the Arduino, and then display whatever it be, whether it be humidity, whether it be temperature, whether it be pressure, I don't know, but we would display it on there. And we can also probably set some alarm points so we can trigger this bank. So it's almost going to be like a 4-channel input. Like I said, I haven't worked out what it's going to be. It could be anything, and we can always make a total control system. Okay, many thanks for watching. Keep tuned, because this project is evolving quite good. And don't forget, the buzzword if you want to do this is Lego compatible. I've seen people use blue tack and things like this, but I think this is brilliant, because now I can just take this, I can put this to one side, that ain't going to fall apart, that ain't going to do anything. In a week's time it's still going to be the same, so I'm liking that. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget, you probably saw it first on Kev's Electrical Workshop.